I got a notification on my family log and saw a guy stalking and following my daughter home, ... Okay, so I'm gonna guess that's the guy right there, and it looked like he was holding something. She's looking around, so something tells me she knows he's there. If that's real, it's really freaky, but what's even worse is the fact like she didn't react. I'm not sure if she knew that he was lingering around, and I understand if she maybe didn't see him, but that right there was a close one. Girl, hurry up then, that's what I'm saying, like she was literally taking her time, but then yet again, like she might not have known that he was actually there. This looks like a skit they're trying to advertise the camera. Thinking about it now, that does make sense. If you're gonna try and advertise a camera for a door like that, literally just show us what the camera looks like in the door. You don't have to pretend that you're getting stalked and about to get robbed. Okay, so this next video is a POV of a stalker, and see this man, he is creepy.
And just as you put your key in, I slide in with you with a gun in your ribs. But by then, I'd already know what time your wife comes back from work, what time your kids finish school, and I already know that it's just us two because I've been studying your movements for the past couple of weeks.
Notice how he doesn't blink. Okay, so he's former, that's a good sign.
Tell me a bit about where you were born, Adam, and what your childhood was like.
So, yeah, I was born in Uganda. Came here at the age of 7 because of how my mum was when I was a kid. My mum was very strict and she wasn't very nurturing. So growing up as a kid, emotions weren't really a thing that was, engraved in me, My mum was she was very professional. She was a professional woman as in a sense of business-minded. She provided, but as far as the whole, mother and son.
That was all of that clip, but that is absolutely petrifying, just the way that he said that so calmly. It's very interesting to me how somebody can become a criminal. Sometimes people are just born into that lifestyle, they're born in a bad area and it's just something they end up doing. He's not the same though, because he was talking about how he had a mother who had a professional job, he had a decent upbringing, but he wasn't really given any love. He was talking about how he didn't really have a mother-son bond with his mum. And for somebody to commit the crimes that he done, that would make sense, you couldn't be emotional. That beginning was freaky, just the way he was casually talking about it with no emotion whatsoever. He's so beautiful. Yeah, so you're not going to ignore the fact that he used to be an armed robber. I know he was a former one, however, that doesn't change anything. It's bad enough that he used to do that. I do believe in criminal reform, I believe someone can go down a bad path, commit crimes and then better themselves. However, I also feel like there's a limit when it comes to stuff like sexual assault, serious violence, armed robbery. Can that person ever recover? Quite frankly, I wouldn't want to be near someone like him. Kind of scary, he spoke as if it was nothing. I mean, it literally was nothing to him. Like, he's talking about how he didn't feel any emotions growing up. And that makes sense, he probably is a psychopath. The way he's describing it is how I describe how I go to the shops, it's normal to me. I also noticed that he didn't blink at all. That's something I find very interesting about these videos. Usually whenever someone's not right in the head, they never blink. This next stalker video is about a mother-in-law. For context, this is my mother-in-law, and my husband and I are in no contact with her. If I turn up dead one day, it is definitely her. Okay, so they're in church. And that's the mother in the wheelchair. Oh, look at the way she's reversing. Ooh, I don't like that. I was thinking in my head that she might be harmless because she's in a wheelchair. Is that the reality? I mean, I'm gonna guess that's in America. She could literally get a gun. Start telling her crazy stuff like you've seen how she dies and have a vision or something. I don't know, crazy or out. I mean, I think she's crazy full stop. That's her mother-in-law and her husband are no contact with her. Should they try to speak to her? I'm gonna take a wild guess that the reason she's stalking them is because they're no contact. How the hell can you get stalked by someone in a wheelchair? Just how someone with legs can stalk you, figure out where you are. However, I feel like whenever you have a stalker like that, people won't take it as serious. Oh, you're getting stalked by an old woman in a wheelchair, oh, you'll be fine. And it's like, not really, she could still do a lot of damage. It's kind of like whenever people get stalked by older people or, people who have some mental disability. I feel like them stalkers aren't taken as serious, but at the end of the day, it's still a stalker and it can still do damage.
Show me your camera roll. Show me. If you weren't taking pictures of me and following me, show me your camera roll.
What's he reaching for in his pocket?
You're following me, you're bent behind me. Show me your camera roll. You're following me that whole way, taking pictures of me.
This looks like a back room. This looks like a back corridor. This
You're
is not the place you want to be.
I don't know, trying to pickpocket me. I called you out, now you're hiding in a corner.
Keep mind you're with him. This isn't good.
Show me your camera roll.
Ooh.
If you have nothing to hide, show us your camera roll. Because you were taking pictures of me and following me. Creep.
That was a very short clip. We do have more context that she put in the description. That is quite freaky though, the fact that she is confronting him in the corner of a shopping mall. That could have went very badly very quickly. Okay, so this is what she had to say. Felt him following right behind me for a few blocks, but when I turned a corner and he stayed close, I knew something was very wrong. I'm usually not the one to confront, but with everything happening right now, I had it. Props to you for confronting him, because quite frankly, I would not. I do not have the balls to do that. If I thought I was getting stalked, see when I turn a corner, I am running for my life. She also has a bit more context here. After multiple other women reaching out similar stories with this man, I decided to submit a police report. Thank you to all that suggested that. The police were happy that I did, and hopefully now we can get the footage to show what really happened. Was he maybe a pickpocketer? You know, you're talking about how he was following you around. Was he stalking you, or was he stalking you to then rob you? Oh gosh, look at this comment. He's still wearing the same slides from when he did this to me 2 years ago. Yeah, so it looks like he is a serial offender. And that's what you realise with a lot of these people whenever it comes to true crime, stalkers, you know, people who do this type of stuff. When they're finally caught on camera and called out for it, it's never their first time. It's usually like their 5th, 6th, 10th time. Think of all the serial killers we know. You know, they weren't caught after their first murder or caught after like their 20th murder. He's been trespassed at Walmart for doing the same thing. He has me in his camera roll. So he's also taking pictures and videos. That is really, really weird. Like, was he stalking them or was he trying to rob them? I'm just impressed that she cornered him, confronted him. She's got bigger balls than me, because I certainly wouldn't be doing that. She also posted the security footage, so we're gonna watch that now.
She's stuck at the red. If you guys could take cameras.
Oh, look at the way he's sneaking up on her. That's really freaky. So he was doing that and following her for 10 minutes. That was not going to end well. Yes, hood up and everything. Exactly, he's acting very antisocial. Most people would be able to relate to this, but when I'm out and about and I see somebody acting suspicious with their hood up, covering their face, just acting weird, I turn in the opposite direction. You know, I love my life. I don't want to lose my possessions. I paid for them, I want to keep them. I don't want to lose my possessions and I don't want to lose my life. I've heard that they try to scan your credit or debit card. Please always cover it and don't let them come close, blessings. Check your card's balance. I knew somebody that happened to. They were out and about in the local town and somebody ended up scanning their card and draining their account. You are able to get wallets and purses which basically have protection. If somebody wants to try to scan your card and drain your account, they can do it very easily. All they need is a machine in their pocket. They just walk around the local city and next thing you know, they scanned everyone's cards. So what she said right there is very correct. If you're able to get a wallet or a purse with that aluminium stuff, get it, because it will protect your cards. Twitch streamer shows his stalker. Whenever it comes to guys gaining muscle at the gym, they always think they're going to get attention from girls. They get attention from guys.
Christ. Hey, everyone, want to meet my stalker? My stalker is right here following me. Look.
Oh,
There he is.
Andy's staring at him.
Followed me and there you are, guys. You didn't believe me? Here it is.
Just watching you.
That's
Creeping
my boy.
around.
Live on the stream, my stalker has followed me into the Family Mart. See? There you are, guys.
Oh, is he going to sit right in front of you? No.
You guys didn't believe me? That's it. This is the one.
Not normal.
That's
He's
right.
watching the stream
No,
on
this
his
is my
phone as
legit
well.
stalker. This is my legit stalker who follows me.
That is so creepy. And the thing is, as well, it's a guy getting stalked by a guy. You never really hear these, but guys can get stalked.
And he's in high vis, doesn't do a good job of it.
I know, he's not doing the best job of hiding, is he?
We're gonna get out of here because I ain't gonna do my stream here.
You see, whenever guys go to the gym and gain a load of muscle and bulk up, they always think they're going to get attention from girls, which is true, but they'll also get a lot of attention from men and creeps like him. Man, why's he gotta look so stalker-like? It is always people that just look freaky. They just look like the type of people to be stalkers, like creeps. I mean, kinda nice for him to at least wear something so visible, prime stalking clothes in yellow. I was gonna try and give people advice in stalking, which I'm not, but surely if you're gonna try and stalk somebody, you wouldn't wear high vis. I mean, this is just me. If I wanted to stalk somebody and not be seen, I wouldn't be wearing luminous yellow. I had a stalker in Japan when I lived there many years ago and was a young man. A woman followed me around and I would literally sometimes catch her hiding behind the telephone poles and parked cars. Initially, I once found her peering into the window of a Family Mart when I was buying ice cream. I went out and confronted her and she at this point was hiding behind a utility pole, which are larger and easier to hide behind in Japan. I asked why she was doing this and she just sheepishly laughed and kind of slipped away. At one point, she got my phone number and would text me saying she wanted to meet me someday. When I left Japan for a year to take care of personal matters, she texted me again when I returned. She had somehow known I left and then came back. It was like she had an informant. I won't lie, as a man I had the luxury of not feeling threatened very much, but it still still very freaked me out. This stuff is no joke. Well, that is just proof that it's also something that can affect men. Obviously, you were getting serial stalked by a woman. This man was getting stalked by a man. You might not feel like she could physically hurt you. It's just the whole mental thing of being watched. And also keep in mind, you left Japan for a year and then returned, and somehow she knew about that. It is just straight up creepy. We watched a few videos. We're now going to read a Reddit post. My stalker just won't quit. He escalated his tactics today. Earlier last year, I tried online dating for a brief period. Immediately regretted my decision. A whole lot of creepy DMs that I don't need to describe here. I made the mistake of using my real name on my profile on a local dating site. 8 times out of 10, online dating is okay. However, you do come across creepy people. There's been times in the past where I've literally found people using my pictures. I'll see a picture of me, but like the name will be different and the age will be different, and I'm going, that is literally me. Who is using my pictures? One dude who lives in my city immediately messaged me and started flexing about his net worth, expecting that in my awe I would automatically drop everything, quit my job and let him take care of me. Nope, I love my job and would have no plans to quit for any man. The guy kept at it, making new profiles every time I would block him. Sometimes he would change his name, but he had a consistent writing style. Each message has similar mistakes since he's not a native English speaker. I ended up deleting my profile from the site entirely. Reading that, you would think that she'd done the right thing by blocking him and deleting our app. However, if he's taken a screenshot of your profile, all he has to do is put that into Google and find a matching picture. And I'm gonna predict that he did find you in other socials. He kept at it. He found my socials, Facebook, LinkedIn, and started messaging me there, blocked and blocked. But apparently he kept looking on LinkedIn anonymously and saw my post there that recently I was hiring for a direct report where I work. Position was filed 2 weeks ago, but the stalker dude just this morning showed up at my office and told the receptionist that he was here for his interview with me. That is just terrifying how he's able to get all that info from you. I mean, look, I am the worst whenever it comes to social media. I post my videos, you know, talk about the fact that I'm from Northern Ireland. This woman doesn't do social media, but this guy was able to turn up to her work. It also makes you think about privacy. All somebody needs is your name or even a picture of yourself to find out loads of stuff about you. I called security to have the guy escorted out. I will definitely get a security escort to my car when I go home today, just in case he decides to hang out. I'm still freaking out that he might follow me and discover where I live. That was the end of that post. However, we do have a little bit of an update. Edit for an update. I did file a police report as everybody recommended. An officer came to my workplace and took statements from me, the receptionist and security guard. She also reviewed the security footage that had a clear shot of his face in his car, including license plates. Okay, so that is good. At least they're going to know what car he drives and hopefully he'll be able to track him down. I also showed her the harassing messages he sent me through Facebook and LinkedIn. His Facebook profile also contains very clear shots of his face, so his identity has been confirmed. He also lists his employer. He's a contractor for a major tech company in my city. Officer lady went over to his office about a mile away from mine to question him. So this man is in a tech company. I'm going to guess he's done a good job and he's going to completely ruin it just because he can't control his emotions and urges. Turns out the executives over there got freaked out that they have a stalker in their staff. Rumour says his contract with them has been cancelled. Dude got fired for his behaviour. Here's the best part. This guy's in the US in the H1B work visa, which depends on him actually working. Now that he's been terminated, the law gives him 60 days to find a new job. If he doesn't, he'll be required to leave the country and go back to South Korea. So I'll be primarily working from home for the next 60 days or until we confirm he's out of the country. I'm reasonably sure he doesn't know where I live. So by the sounds of it, this guy actually might end up getting deported, all because he couldn't control himself. But I also will say you need to be very, very careful, because if he's able to find your social medias and where you work, he probably will be able to find out where you live. And think of it, if he's got 60 days to find a job or get out of the country, what bad stuff could he be capable of doing to you? Scary stuff. Check your car for air tags and don't always take the same way home. Document everything in case you need a restraining order. I would also say post in Facebook groups in the local area. Nowadays there's Facebook groups for absolutely everything. You can also post anonymously on them. So if I were you, I might put a post up just warning other women about him. You have a picture of his face, his name and where he works. That is more than enough info for other people to be able to identify him.
Can you please leave me alone?
I guess. I knew I was gonna find you here one day.
Oh, not type thing you want to hear, is it?
I don't want to talk to you.
You want an email?
No.
I was just gonna be in Dallas for a little bit. I was gonna go back to Austin.
No.
Go back. You know, it's like
I saw him.
ooh.
Like,
You can tell that she doesn't want to talk to him, yet he doesn't get that. So infuriating.
I was gonna look kind of mean. But he's really nice.
Wait, why is he rubbing that CD like that? Oh, look at his fingers. That's not normal now. No. I'm sorry, but that right there is very, very freaky. Look at the way he's rubbing that CD. And he's not saying anything either, just staring at you.
Alright, can you please leave me alone now?
It's bad enough that he's cornered you and he's not picking up on the vibes that you don't want to talk to him. What he was doing to that CD is even worse in my opinion. If he's a stalker, why haven't you walked away? Probably because if she walks away, he'll just follow her. That's the whole point of a stalker. That right there is when you need to call the police, because the way he was rubbing that CD was not normal. Like, that was very, very concerning. Can we talk about what he's doing to that CD? Okay, so thank God somebody else picked up on that. I didn't pick up on it straight away, but I did start to notice it. The way he was rubbing that, I've got a feeling he was insinuating something else. And if he is insinuating what I was thinking, that is not going to be good. That is very, very dangerous. You need to call the police. I don't know where she is. I'm going to guess it was in the library. But it's ridiculous how she's not able to go there without having to experience that. It's just not right in the head. Well, anyways, guys, that's some stalkers caught on camera. If you've seen me looking more stalkers, let me know if you will. Press the subscribe button. See you all tomorrow for another video.